Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories Reverse Rebirth cutscene commentary. It just gets longer and longer every single bloody time, but here we have Lexaeus.
You're another one of those nobodies.
You've done well thus far. But to possess your powers and yet fear the darkness, what a waste.
I do not fear it.
I sense that you do. You're also capable of controlling the darkness. Cast away your useless fear. Open your heart. Embrace the darkness.
And if I say no?
Then you lose both light and darkness. And disappear.
So yes, at this point, you get to face down Lexaeus, and he's pretty glorious, pretty challenging, because obviously you know that massive frickin' sword, but definitely a quite exciting fight to take down. Lexaeus is voiced by Dave Boat, who does an excellent job. He's not really been in anything that I would totally recognise. I mean, he's Weiss or Vice in Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII and Cerberus Final Fantasy VII. And he has been in sort of various things, but I think probably the one that most people would recognise him as is being Lexaeus. And, oh dear, Riku's giving in to the darkness. This is probably not for the best, but at least it means that, you know, he'll be able to beat Lexaeus' ass. And this is also why Riku's story is much more interesting, because god damn it, he is brutal.
You are the superiors. Forgive me, Zexion. This was a fight I should not have started.
So yes, that's Lexaeus dead. Which is, it's very satisfying. Although it is a little bit, does come out of a little bit of nowhere. Very quick. But it's fine because Zexion, who's ultimately Riku's big challenge, I suppose, is, he's going to get a much more satisfying conclusion, I feel.
Your heart.
No, it's not. Darkness this foul could only be...
That's it. Remember me. Let me drift into your heart.
Ansem!
You called out my name. You have been thinking about me. You're afraid of the darkness I command. Good. The more you think of me, the closer my return draws. And when I have awoken, I will take hold. Your heart will be mine!
Riku, fight! Don't let him win!
Your Majesty!
You meddlesome king!
Yeah, don't you go touching our Riku, Ansem. It's totally inappropriate. And Mickey Mouse will always be here to save the day, thank God.
The king. He protected me. Your Majesty? Where are you? Please answer! You're with me, aren't you? Lexaeus is gone as well.
Vexen, Larxene, Lexaeus. I wonder who will be next in line.
I thought perhaps it might be you.
Me? No way. I already took my pounding from Sora. He thinks I'm done for good. Nope. I think it'll be Marluxia next. For defying the organization and targeting Sora. I hope he moves exactly as his heart commands him to. So, what about you? I thought you guys had plans for Riku.
Yes, we were going to set him off against the traitors. But with Marluxia gone, there is no more need. He is nothing but a nuisance now.
And he's dangerous as well. After all, he took down Lexaeus.
You know, that is not how I do things. Tell me, did you obtain the data on Riku's home?
So yes, you can probably tell exactly where we're heading to right about now-ish.
What? One of the senses died. A really strong one.
And that, my friends, was the death of Marluxia.
The keeper of this castle, Marluxia, has just been felled by the Keyblade Master.
Keyblade. You mean Sora? Sora is here?
Yes. Want to see him? But can you face him?
What's that mean?
The world of darkness and Ansem Shadow still nest within your heart. Do you plan to face Sora like that? Are you not ashamed? Sora's fate is to battle the darkness. He must oppose anyone who hosts the dark. In other words, it's you. If you don't believe the words I say, then you had best see the truth with your own eyes.
This card.
I have to say, I did think he was going to rhyme there.
Yes. It is.
Maybe it would have been a bit cheesy, but it would have felt so right. I suppose it's not exactly Zexion's way, but it does feel like, it's just like, come on, Zexion, rhyme, man, rhyme. And since we are going to the delightful Destiny Islands, there's a little bit of breathing room here. Zexion is voiced by Vince Carrazza, who most people would recognise as being the voice of Darian Shields / Tuxedo Mask in Sailor Moon. I'm not sure. It seems to only have been in one of the dubs rather than one of the others. But most people would recognise him as being, you know, Tuxedo Mask and Zexion, which is pretty goddamn awesome, and I think he does a very, very good job of being a creepy-ass blighter. But, yes, this entire finale sequence is ultimately... Well, it's not the finale, because there's a whole other part after this, but this is sort of the penultimate stretch of Riku's story. And there's a whole lot of mind messery going on throughout this. Also, it is different to a lot of the other worlds. It's similar to Hollow Bastion in that obviously it's got these cutscenes in the middle of the story which don't really tend to happen. But there is our default face Zexion, looking not quite fully Zexion, but there we go. And I think that we are probably due our boss fight. Now, I believe in the original Chain of Memories, you didn't actually get a proper boss fight against him. I think he just sort of...
This is... that night!
All of the islands you grew up on
appears and does some stuff, and then Riku says just like, sod off.
Because of what you did.
But I think this is much more effective and also much more satisfying, especially considering Zexion is effectively Riku's villain for a large part of Reverse Rebirth.
You belong to the darkness. You should look. Look at what you truly are!
Although, you know, before we get our Zexion fight, we had / have a wonderful fight against Darkseid, which is always delightful, you know.
Sora! Sora!
And hey, bud, what you been up to, mate? Like, I feel
Sora,
it's been like a very long
me.
time. Everything's okay, and oh, are you being a dick now? Thank you, Sora. That's lovely.
Stop it, Sora! Don't you recognize me?
Yeah, I recognize you. I can see exactly what you've become. How can the light hurt you? Riku, have you really become a creature of the dark? You're not Riku anymore. You're just a pawn of the darkness. So be it. It's time for you to face the light!
I'm fading. Fading away. Into the light.
You won't fade. You can't fade. There's no power that can defeat you. Not the light, not the dark. So don't run from the light, and don't fear the darkness, because both will make you stronger.
Make me stronger? Darkness too?
Yeah, strength that's yours. The darkness inside your heart, it's vast and it's deep. But if you can, truly stare into it and never try to look away.
Oh yeah. Hi, Alison Stoner. Definitely not Hayden Panettiere. It's a shame. I would have liked to have seen her here, but
To push the darkness away.
you take what you can get.
You gotta just remember to be brave. Know that the darkness is there and don't give in. If you do that, you will gain strength. The kind that's unlike any other. You'll be able to escape the deepest darkness.
And I'll be able to see through the brightest light.
Follow the darkness. It'll show you the way to your friends.
Can I face them?
You don't want to?
You know I do. Of course. And I will. With my strength. My dark strength. Darkness!
Impossible!
Yeah. Sorry, Zexion. He saw through you like there is no other business.
In the light.
You reek of darkness. Even the light can't block the smell. I guess I followed the darkness right to you.
This is absurd. Then I shall make you see that your hopes are nothing. Nothing but a mere illusion.
Yeah, good luck with that, Zexion. We took down Lexius quite easily, and yeah, you're gonna go down too, with very, very little
After
trouble.
all your protests, you're still like us on the side of darkness.
I know who I am.
When did that happen? You were always terrified of the dark before.
Not anymore!
So, here we are at last. At the Tactician's End.
What is he? No one's ever worn the darkness. the way that he does. It's
Yes,
impossible.
it's so fabulous on him. Like, it just looks absolutely stunning. And, oh dear! This is not going to end well, I feel.
Oh yes, the replica, of course. We can use this Riku to defeat the real one. Axel?
Wouldn't you like to be real? All you need is the kind of power that the real Riku doesn't have. If you can get that, you can be a new person, not Riku, nor anybody else. You won't just be a copy of someone, you will be unique, your own self.
Axel! What are you saying to him?
You know, he's as good a place to start as any.
You can't do this! No!
Yeah, he kinda can. There's nobody else really here to stop him. So, ta-ra, Zexion. See you in another life.
So sorry, Zexion. You just found out way too much.